So this is just going to be a quick video showing how to replace the rear strut on a 2003 Legacy sedan. Right here, I just got the bottom of the back seat out. There's 2 bolts, one on each side, just underneath the front of the seat. There's also 3 bolts at the bottom of the seat back, one on each side and one near the center. So the seat back is gone, and there's this little cover here. I make a tool for this that I don't have. So once you pop this forward, this right here, there's a little clip right there holding it to the body. Just pop that off, and when you push this out of the way, there's your cover for the strut bolt. And there it is. So to get to this 3/4 inch nut, I had to use a breaker bar and stand on it. It was pretty tight. Once you get that thing broken loose, you want to keep the nut on there. And if yours is like this one, you're going to need to tap that out with a hammer. Just make sure the nut's on there so you don't damage your threads. There's a chance you'll need to load up that spring a little bit to be able to get that bolt out of there. Just be really careful when you're doing that. Try to get that bushing there kind of centered, and that'll help you find the spot where it wants to come out easily. In this case, I needed just a little bit of extra force. You don't want to hit it very hard, but I took this little punch and I just stuck it in there to finish tapping that bolt out of there. And just don't hit it very hard or you'll damage those threads. So once you have access back here, there's 2 nuts, one on each side, and those are your strut mount nuts. Those are a 14mm, and they're pretty easy to take off. And once those are loose, down here, take that off. So if that thing's really stuck on there, you probably want to get a piece of pipe on your breaker bar. Got about a 2.5, 3 foot pipe. Get that head on there nice and tight. And just work that thing off. So once you've gotten some tension on this and gotten that bolt out of there, next thing to do is slowly lower it down. Since it's already unbolted up top, just wiggle it up there. If possible, it's always better to just get the whole assembly rather than just getting the shock. Because you get the assembly, you'll get a new boot. This bushing will be new. This mount will be new, and the spring. On this one, this car has rust, and there's actually rust on the spring, and the powder coat's coming off of it. So you'll spend a little more money, but you'll save yourself a lot of time and danger. You don't have to deal with this thing. So you can rent these at most of your auto parts store. They just want a deposit, and you get a full refund when you return it. Do not try to do this without the proper tools, because you could die. So I just do this a little bit at a time, so you don't get it tweaked to one side too far. Sometimes you can use an impact to get that top nut out, but a lot of times you just have to use a Allen head and a 17mm wrench. So I've got the new strut in here. I'll hand tighten it until it gets to the nylock, and then different size wrench for the new one. Then you stick your wrench over that, stick that in there, and torque it down. Before you get that all the way tight, or at least before you let the spring loose, just make sure that this is right back to where it was before. Once you have this back together, just put it back in the direction that it was facing before. And this one, the end of the spring was facing in towards the car. And then you lift it into position, reach around with the other arms and stick the nuts on there. Get some sort of little block in there. When you get it close, just turn the jack. And we'll slide that thing over until you see it line up. And that's the easiest way.